everyone. Welcome back. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. And we are living limitless lives. And welcome back to another pop-up check-in as we continue moving through this space of metabolic improvement. I was thinking of metabolism as a metabolic improvement. Here we are in another fast. That's right, we are in another fast. And kudos to all of you who have taken the time to show up and take charge of your health. So welcome wherever you are joining us from, whether it's on Twitch or Instagram or Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. I welcome you to the space and welcome you from wherever you are. So wherever you are right now, drop in the comments where you are joining us from. We know we have folks who are watching us from, we have Korea, we've got the Netherlands, we've got New Zealand. Actually, someone is from there. We've got, of course, across the United States, California, New York, Ohio, Georgia. Of course, here in Alabama, we've got some folks up in Tennessee, specifically in Chattanooga. I've got some folks in Baltimore, Maryland. Some folks have said that they watch us over in Washington State. We've got some people in Chicago. So I'm just excited wherever you are right now. If you're watching us at this moment, go ahead and drop that in the chat. And if you are joining us when we're off, if you're watching the replay, also go ahead and drop us a note just to say hello and let us know that you are out there hanging out. I see Cornelia. Cornelia says that she is in Ohio. Thank you for coming through, Cornelia. Thank you for being here in this space with us. Cornelia, one of our community members. So let's jump into it. Let's talk a little bit about the channel, talk about where we are, talk about things that are going on. And we are excited because on the channel right now, if you go to the channel, you will see that we've streamlined the process to make it much easier for you to jump in and for you to get involved. There are two playlists that you will see there. One is called Start Here, and that is the journey. That's the pathway that we've been walking through and the pathway that we teach. If you want to jump in and find out what we're talking about, what is the platform about, what do I teach, what are my ideas, what are my concepts, what are the things, the philosophies that go along with this channel, that's where you want to be. You want to be in that Start Here playlist. There is a PDF you can download that will allow you to it will categorize for you those videos that we've curated and put together so that you know what the milestones are, what are the major pillars that we talk about here on the channel. And then, of course, if you want to know what's going on this week, right now, there is the videos, it says this week's videos on Limitless Living with Dr. Dwain Woode. So you can hop in there and take a look at those as well. And remember, all of this is with the intention of giving you a space so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can come in and you can just plug into one of those spaces that we've talking about. The things that you see, the things that you hear, the 100-day walk to consistency, the strength, strategy, and mindset, these pop-up lives that we do here for fasting, when we do our fasting show, all of those are designed to give you space so that you can get involved, so that you can begin taking advantage of the tools and of the space that you're in to set yourself up for success when it comes to your metabolism. Okay, so that's on the YouTube channel. On the website, that's also been streamlined, and you will see after the welcome that you see there for me, welcome you to the website. You will see two buttons, two areas there. One is a button that says Start Watching Videos, and that takes you directly to that playlist again, like we just mentioned. And then the other one is to download the PDF that I just described that kind of walks you through the path of that playlist. So that is an exciting thing for me. Just shout out to my friends Stacy and Rob who gave the recommendation for us to do that because as we were talking, they thought that was a great way for people to show up and be able to jump in and take advantage of what we have here on the channel. That's the first thing. The next thing is as you go through the channel, and this is as I'm, and you may go ahead and give me some suggestions as well. What I want to do is on the channel, in addition to those places, is to provide an area for each of the components of the Limitless Living Health Action Plan, so that when you show up, if you've gone through the playlist, the Start Here playlist, and you found out where we are this week, and you want to say, hey, okay, let me jump in and find out more about walking, find out more about strength training, find out more about balanced bites, find out more about rest and restoration, find out more about mindset mastery, find out more about structure and planning, that you'll be able to jump in directly into those as you've gone through the Start Here videos. And we're trying to figure out how to get that on the YouTube channel so that you can plug into those directly. And then also on the website, it's a little easier to do that, but we've not quite done that yet. So pay attention and be on the lookout for that. I am excited. I'm excited because I've been talking about the Accelerator program that is coming. The Accelerator program, remember a couple weeks ago, we talked about the fact that we had gone through the domains of health. We've gone through the Limitless Living Health Action Plan. And so now what do you do with all that information? And the Accelerator is the vehicle, if you will, that we've created, that we've designed to allow you to do that. So currently, if you are one of our members, you go to our YouTube channel and you can join our bronze or silver membership, and you will see that change over the next day or so, and you will see it called something differently. So the Accelerator program is our new vehicle that we will be using to encompass the things that we talk about and things that we teach here on the channel and in all the different spaces, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitch, and of course here on YouTube. So you'll see those names change. If you are already in our community and you are in our Kajabi, you've seen those changes happen already. Some change in names and change in where things show up. So kind of pay attention to that. Starting August, right, which is coming up in just the next 24 hours or so, you will see some changes on the YouTube channel that allows you to still get into our membership, but some things will change on the back end. For those of you who are already in the community, you'll hear and you'll see some of that show up. So that will show up on our website coming up tomorrow, right? So August the 1st, that is coming out. And over the course of the next week, for those of you who are currently in our membership, you will have the ability to transition over into that, and you'll get some information about that. But if you are not currently in our membership, you can then go ahead and hit those buttons and get into membership, because it's part of our Triple E formula for success. Remember, we educate, we empower, and we encourage. We educate with the tools, educate with the blogs, with the shows that we're doing. We empower with the tools that we're learning, and we encourage with the community. So if you want to plug in, if you want to say, hey, I'm ready to take advantage of my health. If you say, hey, I've been walking this path with you, we're on this journey with you, and we are ready now to jump in and take full advantage of the things that I'm learning, so that I can move, right? I can accelerator, that I can move in that direction. Pay attention to that and watch that when that pops up. We'll be talking more about that over the course of the next week or so, or more than a week. Our anniversary, the anniversary for our channel, is coming up next week, and we'll talk more about that as we get to the end of this week and then as we do our show next week. So come on, that would be a great time for you to show up and for you to begin plugging in to what we're doing here as we work on our metabolism. All right, so all of that out of the way, and all of that is I didn't say out of the way, but all of that is a part of what we do, right? Our goal, and I started talking about this yesterday. Our goal is not simply to get good blood sugars. Our goal is not simply to lose weight. Our goal is not simply to improve your high blood pressure and high cholesterol. Those things that happen, lower blood pressure, improved A1C, low weight, low cholesterol, decreased fatty liver, all of those are side effects. Those are side effects of the things that we're doing as we work to be healthy. So our goal ultimately is to be healthy so we can live a long, healthy life. Excuse me, a long, healthy life. That's the goal. And all these other things that we're talking about that you see, all the benefits that you're seeing in our community, those are side effects of simply working on being healthy. And so here in this space, we do these pop-up lives. We are utilizing one of the most fundamental and basic and one of the most powerful tools in the path to get there, and that is the tool of fasting. And so you see us, we do a fast once a week, and I come on and pop in, if you will, so that we can talk a little bit about what's going on in our fast. So those of you who fasted with us on Tuesday to Wednesday, which was yesterday, congratulations to you for making the choice, making the decision, making the commitment that you were going to do it, and you did it. Right? You didn't think you can do it. You didn't think that you can make it 24 hours. You didn't think you can go without eating. But there you are, and congratulations to you, hand claps, and all kudos. My hat's off to you as well. Those of you who started yesterday, and this is your end of your day. This is the end of your 24 hours. I am so extremely proud of you because it took guts. It took a determination. It took you being willing to maybe have some tension, right, in your thoughts and in your space to push through what you're doing now for your health. Fasting is an amazing process, and it took you saying, no, I am going to do something for myself. I'm going to do something for my health. And kudos to you. You are ending your fast right now, even as we are right now doing this show. Congratulations for both of you. What did you end your fast with? Go ahead and put that in the comments. Send us a picture so we can see what was the first meal that you had after your fasting period. And then for those of you who are starting right now today, those of you who have been saying, hey, I'm interested, I'm not quite sure, I want to get more information, but you've decided to jump in and you've decided to start today, I want to congratulate you on a decision that is going to change the course of your health going forward into your future. A decision that's going to help you right this metabolic ship. This decision that is one of the most important decisions that you actually are going to make and that you have ever made. That is the decision to jump in and to do something for your health. So congratulations to you. We will go through this path. If you are doing that, go ahead and drop in the comments. What are you eating as your last meal prior to getting into the fast? Right? What are you eating as your last meal? I look forward to seeing those. Look forward to hearing from you as we move through the space. I do see another one of our community members has popped in. So Bowie says, hi, Cornelia. Hey, Bowie, thank you for coming through. We're just talking about you, saying that we've got folks in all parts of the country. Got folks in Nashville, well, Tennessee. Let me just say Tennessee, because we got folks all through Tennessee. In Nashville, we got folks in Chattanooga. We got some folks in Knoxville. We actually have some of our pharmaceutical reps who come from the Chattanooga area down to where we are. So thank you for hanging out, and thank you for coming in and being with us today. So fasting, right? So and then there are those who are doing a total fast. So some people did the first day, some people did the second day, some people are going to be doing the third day, and then of course there are those of you who are doing a complete fast with us. And congratulations to you. I did see a message from one of the community members on the YouTube channel in the comments who was as of yesterday, was at 72 hours into her fast. And so congratulations to you as well. So let's talk a little bit about fasting and this idea of playing your own game. And that's the theme that we are on right now, right? So play your own game. And the idea behind playing your own game is that often we find ourselves responding to and behaving in a way that is not consistent with how we are trying to improve our health. Now, let me pause there and say that we are not talking about just scrapping the whole world and just going off somewhere and being by yourself. What we're talking about is the things that we have, the parameters, the criteria that we know that are real and that are consistent with good health, right? And we can spend time talking about what those are. But as an example, A1C. The A1C is a marker. It is a true marker. It is a real marker of whether you have good glycemic control. So we can't all of a sudden say, well, you know what? I'm going to shoot for an A1C of 10 because that's going to be mine. I'm playing my own game. That's not what we're talking about. Or if your weight is at a certain level, we're not going to say, well, you know, this weight is my weight. I'm playing my own game. That's not what we're talking about. There are criteria. There are objective measures of whether we are being successful in our health journey. And so we want to know, how do we incorporate those into our journey in a way that's conducive for the way I work and the way I think and the way my life goes. Okay? So we're not scrapping, but we are saying, how do we do what we need to do? So when it comes to fasting, fasting can take lots of different forms. You know, there is the intermittent fasting, or sometimes people will call time-restricted eating. We use those phrases to mean the same thing, but they're actually slightly different. But whether it's intermittent fasting or restrictive eating, or we're doing one meal a day, or we're doing alternate day meals, we're doing a 5 and 2. We're doing meals that are consistent with our circadian rhythm, and that's more actually with the time-restricted eating, or we're doing an extended fast. So fasting comes in lots of different forms, and different types of fasts are used for different processes. I do a 72-hour fast, and people often ask me, why do you do a 72-hour fast? Why don't you just do a 24? Or why don't you just even do intermittent fasting where you're doing a 16 and 8? Well, let's go back for a minute and let's talk about the concept of intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting simply means that you have a period of eating followed by a period of fasting followed by a period of eating. Okay, so that's the idea behind intermittent fasting. So technically, a 72-hour fast once a week is intermittent fasting because I'm doing 72-hour fast followed by 4-day eating, followed by 72-hour fast, followed by 4-day eating. Okay, so intermittent fasting. But the reason I do an extended fast, and that's what we're going to term this, the reason I do an extended fast is that I understand that within my body, there are metabolic things that are going on that I get extended, more profound, more robust benefit from a longer fast. It's not that I can't get benefit from an intermittent fasting of 16 and 8, or I can't get a benefit from a 24-hour fast, or even a 48-hour fast. But I understand that there are metabolic benefits that happen in a longer fast. And so I choose, for playing my own game, that I'm going to do those extended fasts. Now, in our community, in our space, well, that's the one reason. The other reason that I do it is because I want you to understand what goes on in your body as you fast. And so that's why you see me showing my blood sugars and showing my ketones and showing my reports. All of that is so that you become familiar with fasting. That fasting is not this black box thing that's out there somewhere that people talk about. You get to see in real life what's going on. And just a quick thought to a friend of mine and one of my mentors and one of my coaches and just an all-around good guy is the path that I am on. The path that I'm on right now began with a simple conversation that I had with him several years ago. He probably doesn't even remember all that he said to me. But the path that I'm on is one that says, if I'm diabetic, if I'm in the metabolic space, what does that look like? And he actually said to me, hey, it would be nice for you to show people what it's like a day in the life of a diabetic. And I took that thing and now I'm showing you what it's like the life of a diabetic, right? Because we're on with each other every single day, right? So what is it like to go through an entire year as a diabetic? What does that look like? Because it's easy to get a little snapshot and say, okay, I'm going to be great from January 1st to January 31st. I'm going to be great from January to March. I'm going to be great doing that 90-day thing. I'm going to be great doing that thing in the summer. I'm going to be great. No, we want to know, what does it look like? What does it look like for you to live in limitless living? For this to be the thing that you do. And so our goal is really not 90 days. Our goal is not 30 days. Our goal is not a season in which you behave in a certain way. The question that we have and the question that we want to address is, how do I now install into me as the default operating system the things that I've learned? So that whether I'm sitting here in my office or I'm walking in London or Paris, when you guys saw us doing the 100-day walk to consistency, or I am in St. Louis in a hotel room and I'm not in my space, that in all of those spaces, or even on the road, that I'm still reverting to my default behavior, and my default behavior is the thing that's a part of me. That's what limitless living says. That's the behavior that we want. That's how we are successful. That's how we maintain the benefits that we get. And so this path that we've been on, this journey that we've been on, is one of growth, one of realizations, right, and connections, one of understanding, and one of saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to make a choice that I am going to do what I need to do for my health. That is the path that we're on. I see Cornelia says, hi, Bowie. This community members saying hello to each other. Oh, love it. Okay, so that's the journey. And in that journey, of course, we have fasting. So fasting, fascinating tool, can be done in lots of different ways. But what does that mean when we talk about playing your own game? Playing your own game when it comes to fasting is a way of saying the fasting is going to fit into my life. That it's not this weird thing I'm doing over there. It's not this thing I'm going to do occasionally. It's kind of like saying, brushing my teeth. Oh, I do that occasionally. Or I'm going to do that for 90 days. Or I'm going to do that for whatever. No, brushing your teeth is you. You get up in the morning, you brush your teeth. I could probably count on my hands, on my one hand, the number of times as an adult that you have decided, I'm not brushing my teeth today. Because usually what happens, you get up, you don't even think about it now. It has become so ingrained in you that it is what you do. So that fasting, playing your own game when it comes to fasting, is how do I make this default? How do I make this a part of me? Because I know the benefits that I get from fasting. And it's not that I've got to fast in a certain way, at a certain time, on a certain day. Now, for me, I choose to fast Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's my fast days. The reason I do that is that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's usually my family time, that's my church time, that's my go out of town time, that's my vacation time, that's my whatever time. So I'm in community during that time. So I am not fasting during community. Because the reason I'm trying to be healthy is so that I can be in community. I want you to listen to that. The reason I'm doing all I'm doing is because I want connection. I want to be around for my son. I want to be around for my wife. I want to be able to travel with her when she's interested in going to all these different places. I want to be there. I want to connect with people. So I want to enjoy the connections that I'm having. So my fast goes earlier in the week so that I can make the connection. And the reason for that is a lot of what goes on around us circles around food. Okay, we'll come back to that point in a minute. So I have designed my fasting so that it fits into my life. I didn't change my life to fit into fasting. Remember, fasting is the tool. And the tool has to fit into where I need it. That's number one. Number two is because I fast, because I've walked along the Limitless Living Health Action Plan, because I've done my Limitless Living inventory, because I understand the domains of health, because I understand the heat model and the triggers, and because I am eating differently, I don't have to worry when I'm in community about all the stuff that's around. Come on. Because I'm playing my own game. And my own game has to involve every single aspect of my life. Whether I'm fasting or I'm eating, whether I'm in community or I'm by myself, all of it encompasses what I do. So my mindset had to change. That fasting is no longer just this weird thing that I do. I'm getting benefit from it. There's a tool that I'm using, and it is built into my routine. It is a normal part of what I do. People around me, my patients, my clients, my community, my family, my team members, people at church know that I fast. Now, I'm not out, with a sign that says I'm fasting today. That's not what I'm talking about either. We're not talking about an obnoxious inclusion into your life. We're talking about this is just how I roll. This is what I do. And when people ask, I tell them. But I'm not out with a megaphone. Well, guys, today I'm fasting. No, this is for us. This is what's going on the inside. That's a whole nother conversation, right? What's going on the inside? So playing my own game means realizing the benefit I'm getting and designing my fasting in a way that fits into my life, that gives me the benefits of fasting and helps me be consistent and for it to be sustainable. Because I tell you, most of us, we cannot eat for a day. But what about next week and the week after that and the week after that and the week after that? So here in this space, we have challenged you that your routine on a weekly basis, I don't care whether it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we don't care. But your routine should one day a week for a 24-hour period that you've worked your way up into a fast. So that you can fast for 24 hours, at least for 24 hours. And my recommendation is that you fast on the same day every week. Find the day that's best for you. Start it however it starts. For example, you notice that I start my fast after my team meeting here at work. Why? Because that works best for me. You don't have to start your fast at midnight and end it at midnight. That wouldn't work for me. Because then I'd be eating at 11 o'clock at night, and I'd be starting to eat at 1 o'clock in the morning when I end the fast, right? So I start my fast at a time that's conducive for me, that gives me the days I want to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I start it in the afternoon. I end it in the afternoon, in the middle of the day. Not a problem. So build it into your day. Build it into your world. Build it into your schedule. Let's see. Cornelia says, building routine is so good for our bodies. When we stay consistent, our bodies will make it easier. I love that, Cornelia. I'll put that up right here. Okay? So the consistency is so important. Our bodies, our minds, it likes consistency. It likes sameness. And when we do that, then we are setting ourselves up for success. So playing your own game means adopting the objective measures of health and incorporating those into my life in a way that's conducive for my success, that allows me to move forward and to be consistent over the long haul. And so fasting, an amazing tool. Go ahead. Let's work on getting it into your operating system. Once a week, it should be, unless you have a compelling medical reason not to fast. It should be an integral part of what you do. The benefits are profound. We have a playlist on our channel that's called How to Fast Successfully. We're working to curate some of those and get them more accessible to you. They're all there, right? As you're going through that Start Here playlist, you will run into conversations about fasting. You can then go back, you can search for videos on fasting. We've done, I can't tell you, countless numbers now. On the YouTube channel, they tell me I have over 2,100 videos. And I was doing a video this morning, and I commented that on a weekly basis, I want you to hear this craziness, right? On a weekly basis, we put in 14 new videos a week, new content. And that's all with the intention of providing you with the opportunity, a space where you can come and you can just plug in. Yeah. So if you fasted with us on day one, congratulations. If you are ending your fast today, congratulations to you, hand clap. If you're starting your fast right now and moving into tomorrow, come on, we're doing it together. Let's continue working together. And come back tomorrow and you will get to see what I'm going to eat for the first time in 72 hours as I end my fast at the end of this fasting period. I am always excited when you're here, always glad that you are in the space. Remember to get to the YouTube channel, start here if you're new to the channel, or even if you've been here and you want to refresh, right? Okay, walk through that journey, that's where you want to go, start here. And then if you want to know what's going on this week, all the videos that we've done, what is the topic, what's the theme for this week, it's in this week's videos. If you are sending somebody to the channel, if you are bringing someone to the channel, that's where you want to start with the start here. And then if they want to join the community as we're moving through the week, they can go to this week's videos. Remember the accelerator link will show up on the website. We'll be talking more about that as we get through the rest of this week, and as we talk about how we go about moving forward in success in our metabolism. Hey, this is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we are living limitless lives. Now that says, limitless living says that we're not allowing anything from outside or anything from inside to prevent us from doing what we need to do. We're showing up with our best selves, our best health, and our best plans for our life. We're pushing through those boundaries, pushing through those borders, pushing through those obstacles, and we are living limitless lives. So go ahead and live a limitless life, and we will see you tonight at our check-in, 9 p.m. Central on Dwain Woode MD, and we'll see you tomorrow for our complete review of fasting, how to get into a fast, how to go through the fast, and how to end the fast, and you get to see what I eat for the first time in 72 hours. All right, have a great afternoon, everybody. We'll see you later.